The next question is on the Second Amendment. The GOP Pillar on the right to protect yourself and others states, this God-given right enables Americans to exercise their constitutional authority for self-defense to protect their homes, loved ones, and communities. If elected, what will you do to stand up for and protect the rights of gun owners?
Well, again, I'll point to past record. You can see the way that I've supported gun rights in the past. But what I can tell you is what I'm witnessing now is this strange belief by elected officials that if they pass more legislation, if they pass more bills, if they pass more ordinances, somehow that's going to address the issue of gun violence that we're experiencing, particularly here in the whole state of Illinois and in some of our northern suburbs that are right next door in Lake County. I don't think that that's the way to address the issue. I think you have to address the root cause of the problem. They call you law-abiding gun owners because you are law-abiding. You're already following all the laws that are currently in place. In addition, you respect the power and the magnitude of your guns. So passing more legislation doesn't change the condition that we're experiencing right now. So I would tell you that I believe in education, I believe in engagement, and I believe in enforcement. One of the issues I think that we have to look at very seriously is when any individual uses a gun or has a gun on their person and they commit a crime, they can't plea down the charge and they can't be released on bond. We know that there's repetitivism when it comes to people who choose to use a firearm in a crime. In addition, I think we have to educate and we have to start real early. It's my favorite story. I don't know about you, but when I get in a car, the first thing I do is press the button to start my car, but I watch my kids and my nephews and my grandkids, and what's the first thing they do? They put on a seatbelt. I didn't learn that. I learned that when you got into a car, you checked your mirrors and then you started the car. So there's an opportunity to start to educate children about conflict resolution and about the importance and the power of a gun. And I was just cut off, so I'm leaving. But those are my three issues. Thank you.
Well, there is no question that I am a supporter of the Second Amendment. I own a gun store in McHenry, Guns and Such on 120 in McHenry. I'm a concealed carry instructor. I am an NRA pistol instructor. I can talk for hours and hours about gun safety and how to properly handle them, and I do that. I teach people how to safely use and store firearms. The firearms used in committing crimes in Illinois are overwhelmingly firearms that were stolen because they were not properly stored. It is a huge problem, but it's not a problem the government can solve. They can't legislate how you're going to store your guns. They're your private property in your own home. We have to work on education. We have to help. As citizens, we have to fix that problem. It's not a legislative problem. The root cause of most of this violence is not the access to the guns, because no matter what you do, you're with a very inexpensive, simple to use machine, you can make these guns at home. There's nothing that's going to stop guns from being out on the streets. So we have to work on the root causes. We have to work on education on safety and safe storage. We have to work on making opportunities so that people don't find gangs as their only opportunity to be able to survive. That's where most of the violence is in gangs in the state of Illinois. We have to solve that problem. We have to give them better opportunities than to join a gang and to use violence to solve problems. That's where the root problem is, and that's where we need to address.
Thank you.
Like the others, yes, I believe that citizens that are legally capable should own the guns if they want. One of the big problems I see is we as citizens, we need to ensure that we elect officials that'll hold folks accountable to the law, be it the state's attorney or the judges. We have laws on the books already and they're not being enforced. One of them is you shouldn't go around killing people. That's against the law. Why don't we prosecute it? When we have judges and state's attorneys that turn their back, that's a problem. But as it's been stated, education is a major thing that we need to ensure, that people know right from wrong. And I think if we prosecute the ones that do wrong, it'll send a clear message that in McHenry County, we're not going to tolerate having nilly-willy people create problems that, you know, warrant people to get up there and say, oh, we've got to ban this magazine, we've got to ban this gun. The gun didn't do anything. It's the people that had that weapon in their hand that had no clue what they were doing and had no respect for life. Thank you.
Thank you.